Welcome, and here we go. Okay, we're going to start here with a different kind of way to use text. So in the last video you looked at, you were allowed to manipulate text because it still was an active text layer. I'm going to show you how to manipulate this with another layer, which is going to be a picture layer, and turning this into a layer that acts like an image. So I'm going to rasterize the text first off to create it into an image layer. So now these words act like an image, okay? The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to actually I'm going to resize this so it fits in here a little bit better. And then I'm going to use a photo, which I've gotten copyright free. Check out my video on copyright if you're curious about where to find copyright free videos, images, vectors, all of those things. So I have one. I am going to, let's put that back. I am going to grab it. So I recommend making sure everything is labeled correctly for yourself. Check out the file management videos for more information. And so I am going to import, I'm going to open another photo. So I've got it saved. Let me just grab it. So I'm going to use this image of a forest. So here's what I'm going to do. So what my plan is to make these words that we've made into an image actually have the trees and forest inside them, so that the words are spelled out by the photo rather than this blocky text. So the way in which we do that, there's a couple of ways. If you want it to fit your 8.5 by 11 document, you can unlock this photo and drag it into here and size it up so that it fits where you want it to be. So let's say, I want it to fit across there, something like that. Now you see it's covered up my text. That has to do with the hierarchy here. So I'm going to actually label this photo, and you'll see that my text is down here. If I change the layers, by putting the photo underneath the forest, I can see the forest. So I'm going to maneuver this now so that the forest is actually showing part of the trees. And the way I want to do it, I want this T to show the top, be the top of this tree. And then everything else is going to be partially forest and partially this fog. I actually think I might want to stretch this and make the text a little bit taller. So I'm going to hold down Shift and grab the box to make it a bit taller. And I'm going to use this as my text. So the way to do this is you're going to use a tool called the Magic Wand tool. So here is the Magic Wand tool. And we are going to, Magic Wand will select a color. So I'm going to select, I'm on the forest layer, the words layer, select the blue, and then I'm going to right click and say similar. So it selects everything that color. And now you'll see it's selected all of the words, which is perfect for us. Now that it's selected the words, I actually want to select the opposite of the words. I want to keep the words and get rid of everything that's around it. So how I do that is I go up here to selection and choose inverse. And you'll notice that the ants around the edge selected the outside. So there we go. Ants. And I'm going to go to the photo and hit on the photo layer to hit delete. Now it looks like I've deleted everything. However, if you hide the top layer, you'll see that I now have forest spelled out of those pictures. So that's another way to manipulate text. I now have the ability to manipulate this text with all of the tools I would normally use for photos. So if you wanted to, you could warp this however you choose by going to Edit and then choosing Transform. So you want to do Free Transform, and you can use this to get the grid. And now I can play with this and move it around just like I would any other picture. So you're welcome to play around with that, and that is how one way to edit text using a photo and having it rasterized.